Hello. So this is your grounding technique 2 for this month. So I would like you to practice this technique for the duration of the month. You can also continue to practice technique 1 from June's module. But if you keep practicing this technique, you can start to strengthen your grounding, but you can also start to get sort of a sense more so of which technique you prefer, which one works better for you. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is make sure that you are, again, of course, nice and comfortable, either sat down with nothing crossed over, so legs, hands, everything uncrossed. If you are led down, again, make sure your feet are straight and uncrossed. Do not worry, you don't have to be properly stood on the ground or have your feet stood on the ground. You can do grounding led down. And also remember, if you are in a meditation pose, you can also have your legs crossed in a meditation pose, or have your feet firmly together in a meditation pose, okay? So that will work. The reason why we usually have everything uncrossed is because it can help the energy flow more freely throughout your whole body, and we get a really good energy flow going. So I would like you to, when you are nice and comfortable and you are not going to be interrupted, I would like you to now close your eyes and begin to bring your awareness to your breathing. As you take a nice big deep breath in, drop your shoulders gently into the rest of your body now, and exhale. Now with a second nice big deep breath, again, focus on the word relax and focus on your breathing, exhale out. And now with a third nice big deep breath, hold this one to the count of 3 and exhale. As you exhale, start to imagine beautiful roots now starting to form from the soles of your feet. And as you imagine these beautiful roots starting to form, continue to let them grow. Remember to check the texture of your roots. Have a zoom in and check the colours of your roots. Watch or feel what type of land underneath they are growing through. See each layer of Mother Earth's crust. See your roots gently and firmly breaking through each layer of Mother Earth. Now I would like you to just check in on your blind spots and make sure you are also aware of how your roots are forming behind you and to the sides of you. Imagine that you are doing remote viewing and you are looking down upon your body stood on the land, and you can see the roots all the way around you, and you can see how deep they are going in, as if you were looking at a beautiful picture. Now I would like you to focus on, again, the colours within these roots, and if there are any roots that are different colours to the other roots. Perhaps there is nice bright white starting to come through. Perhaps there is more of a prominent different colour. Or perhaps they remain nice and earthy. Either way, no matter what, it is completely right for you. Again now, bringing your awareness back under the earth to that lovely warm soil where your roots are. See them wrapping around beautiful shells and rocks and crystals deep underground. And now see them starting to soak up that lovely, grounded, warm, loving energy from Mother Earth. And now follow this beautiful energy, now slowly pumping back up through your roots. Stay within that vision or that sense or feeling of being under the earth now, and watch or feel or think about this grounded Mother Earth energy coming back up through your roots, through each layer of Mother Earth, around those rocks and shells and crystals. Again, focusing on the colour. Does the colour change as the energy from Mother Earth starts to pump through the roots. And now again, just take a nice remote viewing again, as if you're looking down at a beautiful picture, now watching from above, seeing that energy at a different level, now focusing on the pulsing of that energy back up through your roots as you watch from higher up. Doing this will help you to understand and assess your grounding from all different areas, deep within under the earth and overhead above the earth, so you can make sure that you are continuing to do your grounding and receive your grounding from every aspect. Now, watch or feel that energy starting to soak up through the soles of your feet now, and watch your body ignite with beautiful light as this energy soaks up into your feet. See those roots growing through the tops of your feet, and now the roots are wrapping around your toes, your ankles, and just gently up your legs, pulling you nicely and firmly to the ground. Your feet may be tingling and you may feel warmth. As you see or focus on these beautiful roots of yours, I would like you to now see these roots gathering more so up your legs, and watch or feel as they start to turn into a beautiful tree trunk. You become aware that your legs and part of your body are now starting to be enveloped by a beautiful tree trunk. Watch and feel as your body now starts to turn into this fabulous tree. As you see this tree, whatever tree it may be, perhaps you know the name of it, perhaps you don't. Either way, it's okay. But you find yourself feeling more and more warmth and safety as this beautiful tree wraps around your body, keeping you safe, keeping you fully grounded, immersing you within its beauty. See this tree now completely cascading and enveloping, covering your head now, all the way up your body, knowing that your light is ignited within this tree and that you are fully safe. As you continue to watch this tree and watch the bark and see the texture of this bark upon this tree, again see the colours within the bark of this tree. Now watch and feel the beautiful leaves starting to grow and form, starting to gently float in the wind, whatever leaves there may be, perhaps they flower. Again, whatever tree and leaves you see is completely right for you right now. See the sunlight shining upon the tree and see the leaves and the branches of this tree gently cascading all around. And for a moment, just focus on yourself nicely tucked in the warmth of inside this beautiful tree, your special tree. Then take your awareness to remote viewing again, where you are now looking down upon yourself within this tree. And you can see where this tree is now stood upon that amazing land. And Mother Earth has fed this beautiful tree of yours all that it needs. This tree is your protection. This tree is your grounding. This is your magic tree. And you can have this tree whenever you feel you need to. Now, take a nice big deep breath and come back. Bring your awareness back into the room. Wiggling your feet, wiggling your legs, opening eyes when ready. So this particular grounding technique can act as an extra form of protection if we are needing to feel like we need that extra strength or that extra groundedness. And the reason why we use a tree is because trees are very earthed. They are very one with nature. And a lot of people feel, you know, when they step out and they're amongst the trees, or they hug trees, or they're around trees, they feel so much more connected and they feel so much more better, because the tree of life is what gives us life. Okay, so we will often be drawn to trees, or we will often want to incorporate trees in with our grounding. So you can start off, so instead of using something like a crystal deep underground to connect to, this time you can actually do the roots, focus on the roots, make sure you're focusing on the back of you as well, because often we will forget about the back of us. We're very sort of front visual. So this is really good to sort of get you to sort of start strengthening your awareness of your grounding. And then when you can sort of bring yourself into the tree, you can really feel that warmth. But when you can also do remote viewing and bring yourself out and look down as if you're a bird looking down upon something, you can also see the strength and the beauty of that tree and yourself within that tree. Okay, so this is just a different type of technique. Often people will use this technique if they're feeling like they're needing extra grounding. So I would like you to practice this technique, and each time you practice it, just really become like aware of the bark and the colours and the textures. When you think, oh, look at the texture, oh, look at the colours, it automatically starts getting you more grounded. And then when you actually bring the leaves into it and bring the leaves cascading down, that can also make you feel very warm and very protected as well. When you bring the sunlight into it, that can always bring positivity and extra warmth for you. Okay, so always make sure that you're focusing on those types of positive things. However, when you do this technique and you practice it over and over, you may find that different things start coming in. You may see something, you may feel something, you may get words, you may see a guide or feel a guide, you may it may take a little bit longer some days, or it may happen really fast, or suddenly you may think, I'm going to do this, and suddenly it just goes off on its own course. Whatever happens, that's completely fine. You must be open to whatever happens, okay? So what I would suggest is, with your notepad, when you've done this and you see the trees and you see the leaves or whatever, if you're not sure what type of tree you are in and that's growing within you, go and Google the symbolism of the type of leaves, or go and find out what type of tree it was. And then when you know the name of the tree, go and Google the symbolism of the tree, because it will very well mean something for you specifically right now for your life, because different trees have different meanings, just like animals, plants, symbols, patterns, colors, everything has a meaning. Okay, so I would definitely go and write that down. And then if you practice over the month, you can actually see if suddenly one day your tree completely changes into a different type of tree. So what I would do then, if it changes again, is then go and Google the symbolism of that particular tree. Likewise, if there's anything else that comes in for you, like plants, animals, certain people, symbols, things, colors, again, Google the symbolism of whatever you feel or see in that particular grounding, because it will all be a message. So good luck with practicing that. Let me know how you get on with it. Let me know if you prefer the first one to this one, or this one to the first one. And remember, there will be a grounding technique every single month for you to practice, so you can really start getting used to what feels good for you, what you enjoy. But remember, don't be structured with it. Follow the basic structure, but actually go with it. Let whatever happen happen. Also, another tip to remember is to also know that you can just do that particular one on its own without going into a meditation. Okay, or you can tag that onto a meditation and then go into a journey or into a meditation of whatever it is you're wanting to do. Likewise, I haven't done the protection. I will do the protection in a separate video, but likewise, remember, yes, the leaves can act as protection, but if you feel like you want extra protection, or you want to then merge into protection, then please do the protection technique after and tag them on together. Because as I say, grounding doesn't act as full protection. We should do protection as well. Okay, so enjoy this and let me know how you get on throughout the month with it. Bye. Bye.